Hey guys, Kedrix here again, and seeing as it's Red vs. Blue Monday, and unfortunately there is no episode of Red vs. Blue, I thought I'd do another video, and just so you guys know, I'm going to be looking up to the side here a lot because I got a new computer screen, so now I got my TV screen here, got my computer here, got my laptop here, I'm got the whole shabam going on here, and I decided I want to do a top 10 favorite anime review. And this is mainly because, I love anime. I've grown up with it. I grew up with it before I even knew what anime was. So, and let me be a disclaimer, these are my personal top 10 favorite anime. There's going to be a particular one on here that you're going to be like, what? That's not on your top 10? How could you? You suck. There's going to be hate mail because of this one little tidbit that's going to be in there. But you'll understand when I get to it. Actually, I'm just going to tell you right now, there's a particular anime in here that I have never seen and I intend to watch. Actually, there's two animes which are probably going to give me a lot of hate mail. But I've never seen them, at least not yet. I plan on watching them very soon. I'm just looking for a way to watch them right now. That's cheaper than, going out and buying every single DVD and all that. So, let's get into this. And we start off with number 10. Now, this is an anime that started 2 years ago. And the best part about this is that it's a Western anime. And it's been recognized as an anime by Crunchyroll. And they only do this with true anime and I guess live action Japanese movies. But yeah, pretty much everything you see on Crunchyroll, like a good 90% of it is anime, and all of it's Japanese except for this, RWBY. That's spelled with an RWBY. I absolutely love RWBY. The series is absolutely terrific. Guys, it's good enough to get on Crunchyroll. That is an anime-only site for the most part. You don't see anything like Avatar The Last Airbender on there, do you? Or Teen Titans, which all of that had a real anime feel to it. But RWBY is by far the only thing American-made that I have seen get on Crunchyroll. So that in itself is a good achievement. I say, good job, Rooster Teeth. There is a slight problem with it, though, because the director had passed away a few months ago, which is still very sad, and out of respect to him, I don't know if they're going to continue on with the anime series, or if they're going to end it. If they do end it, I hope that they at least make Season 3 and end it. But if they choose not to make Season 3 at all, I understand. It's a traumatic thing to have someone as important as Monty Oum, pass away when he was so young and all that. But RWBY, that's why it's one of my top 10. It's my 10th favorite anime because it's not just because it was good enough to make it onto Crunchyroll. You love so much about this series. I love so much about this series because it's got comedy, it's got great action, relatable characters that you just want to strangle. There are some moments where I don't like the series because they're taking it in directions that are just a little too slow or not well paced. And that's very common in certain shows, but all bumps out of the road, it's a really good series, and if you haven't seen it, I suggest watching it. The first 2 seasons are already on YouTube. I suggest watching it because it's a really good series. And now we move on to number 9. This is an anime that I only got into a couple minutes ago, and I'm still not even finished with it. I'm not even caught up with it. But Magi, guys. I love Magi. I've been watching it like crazy since I got my Wi-Fi back. And, well, as much as I can. But I just love Magi. When I went into it, I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought it was going to be bad. I was so glad that I was wrong. I was about to miss out on such an amazing anime. just because it didn't look like my type of thing. But you know what? It's got great comedy, great action, great characters. It's like you really feel like this is a kind of world you would want to go to, and it doesn't just tackle on, problems with the main characters. It tackles on problems with with the world itself. Poverty, royalty, all sorts of stuff that just, we don't really think about as much anymore. And the time setting is absolutely great. The world around it is great. The environment, and they just keep everything really focused on the characters that it needs to be focused on. And I think that's why it works so well, especially with the story. The story, I believe, is incredible. Where I am right now, I don't know too much about what's going on. I'm only in the first 5 episodes of The Kingdom of Magic, so I'm watching like crazy right now, but So that's why Magi is number 9 on my list, because it's just such an amazing anime. Now, number 8. This is by far my epitome. This is the childhood anime that I grew up with. I grew up watching this like almost from the start. Digimon. I love Digimon with a freaking passion, you guys. My favorite season is Frontier, the 4th season. I'm just going to say right now, no offense to Fusion fans, but I hate Digimon Fusion. I just hate it. I don't know what it is, but everything about it, I just hate it. There are some spin-offs that I just hate. But the first 5 seasons of Digimon, I absolutely love. I mean, for me, I started off with Tamers, and then I watched Frontier. Then I watched Adventure 1 and 2, and then I watched Stata Squad, and now I hear there's Digimon Adventure 3, where it's going to be like multiple movies, and like I'm a little skeptical about that, but it's going back to the original Digimon Squad from season 1. So that right there is just awesome. I mean, there were so many different Digimon. I like the fact that this was the, Pokemon equivalent, sort of. I mean, this was the Pokemon rival. And Pokemon, I did see that anime. And, I just like Digimon better, honestly. Because, for many reasons. I mean, all the different evolutions, the different types of Digimon. I know there's a lot of that in Pokemon, but with Digimon, at the very least, they could talk. Like it was second nature for them to talk. Something other than their name. Which, that's one of my big problems with Pokemon. I mean, the only thing they say, unless they've trained themselves to talk, is their name. It's cute. Pika, Pika, Pikachu, Choo, Choo, Pikachu. Yeah, until 10 years later, it's like, has he really not learned how to speak English yet? I mean, that is kind of annoying. But all in all aside, yes, I do still like Pokemon, but that's why Digimon is my more favored series, because it's just all around. It's really great. You really see progression with not just the Digimon, but with the characters themselves, the human characters, and they're always changing up the story, keeping it going. I stand by what I said about Fusion. I hate Fusion. I don't know why I do. I don't have a legit reason. I only watched the first episode, honestly, so I'm probably gonna go back, watch it again, put myself through some possible torture, because Marcus Chronicle, he told me that it's a bad series because he's been watching all of it. I'm like, oh man, why do I have to watch it? But anyway, yeah, Digimon for number 8. And for number 7, this is an anime I actually just finished watching. A Certain Magical Index. And I have seen A Certain Magical Index too, including the movie. And guys, I fucking love this series. This is awesome stuff. This is like I want to say it's a bit of a polar opposite of Full Metal Alchemist almost. Like, where in Full Metal Alchemist, you got science. That's what's mainly being used for evil. But here, it's magic, but there's also the world of science, and most of it is a battle of religion versus science, or religion versus religion. Sometimes science versus science. But it's really interesting because you don't really see a character who has this much bad luck. He just has so many bad luck problems. Yet, all things together, I think that's actually what gives him so much luck. All this bad luck equaling good luck. I mean, the story is easy to follow. The ability in his right hand, I kind of saw a little bit of Scar from Full Metal Alchemist inside of him, where right hand of destruction for certain things. At some point in the series, I thought his left hand was going to have some kind of power to enhance abilities or something. I don't know. Which would have been a little too far. But it's a really good series. If you guys have not seen it, I recommend you watch it because it's really great. And, just that. I mean, it's just really great. Anyway, moving on to number 6, because I know I've already wasted 11 minutes of this video. Moving on to number 6 is an anime that I know practically every single one of you guys in the anime community have seen. It's the one you love. You've watched it a million times. You're going to watch it a million more. Death freaking Note. Death Note. Death Note. I've only seen this anime twice, and I absolutely love it. That's why it's number 6. It's one of the animes where you want the bad guy to get away with it. You want him to succeed because the main character is the bad guy, and the good guy is not the main character, but he was my favorite character. I mean, L was my favorite character on the show, and spoiler alert, when he died, I was like, no! I'll be honest, after L's death, the series just started to go, I started to lose some interest. I watched it all the way through, but everything in the first half I absolutely loved. It was a battle of wits, a battle of good versus evil, light versus dark. Actually, it was light versus L. But it was just a completely amazing series. I loved every single second of it for the first half. Some characters I think were a little annoying, like Misa Misa. I didn't really care much for her, but the war between L and the war between Kira and L, completely amazing. I thought it was great. So that's why number 6 really hits it, because it's that one anime where you want the bad guy to get away with it. Now, moving on to number 5, this is an anime I watched when I was in high school. I knew nothing about it when I was getting ready to watch, but it's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I absolutely love this series. I've never seen a pair of brothers who would do so much for each other. I mean, I have a brother myself, and when we watched this together, we were just like, this is such an awesome series. I gotta tell you guys, Full Metal Alchemist is a truly amazing series. I already liked the first Full Metal Alchemist, but when Brotherhood came out, I was like, what? There's another? And then I watched it. I loved it so much more than the original Full Metal Alchemist. And it really stuck to me. I love Full Metal Alchemist because it's a world of science where alchemy is the law of everything. In order to give, you must, or in order to gain, you must give an equal amount. I mean, it's all about, just two characters who are trying to get back their bodies. But they also have a sort of... sorry about that, guys. But they also have a line that they will not cross. And and that's just really great to have two characters like that who would really do so much for each other. So that's why Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood really makes it on the list as number 5. Number 4 is an anime that I discovered last year. I had never actually heard of it until I saw it on Netflix, and I've been trying to catch up with it so much. Well, I just got so much other stuff going on that I don't have time to watch it. But number 4 is Fairy Tail. I thought it was going to be one of the girliest animes I had ever heard of because of just the name. I knew nothing about it. Fairy Tail sounded like one of the girliest anime, well, no offense to female anime viewers. I mean, I was young when I first heard about it, and when I saw it again on Netflix, I was like, you know what? I'll give it a chance, and I am so fucking glad that I gave it a chance. Me and my best friend Ninja Storm 93. He's not a real YouTuber. I mean, he's just watching stuff, but he's my best friend in the whole world, and we absolutely loved every single second of it. We were roommates at the time, and guys, I mean, we just could not stop watching the episodes. We started watching, it'd be like 7 a.m. in the morning on a weekend. You know, neither one of us got to go to work, and we just watched Fairy Tail all the way until like freaking 9 p.m. We loved the show that much. It was so great. It's still great. I'm still trying to catch up, but it's just a really great series. If you guys have not watched it, I highly, 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 highly recommend this series. Do not judge it by its cover. Trust me, guys, it's really awesome. And now, for number 3, we're finally getting into the last 3. Number 3 is Sword Art Online 1 and 2. Now, I already loved the first Sword Art Online. The first half was, I think, was actually better. The second half was good. There were still aspects that, said it's still a bit of a threat, but kind of a boring threat, really. But it's just amazing. And the strange thing is, it kind of repeated with SAO 2. As soon as the first half was done, it kind of went into that arc where you're just like, I'm bored with this arc. And that's the downside to SAO, to Sword Art Online, but it's still a really good anime series. It's been going strong for a while. I hope that they come out with the Sword Art Online 3 because, hey, it is number 3 on my list, isn't it? But the main character, Kirito, I absolutely think he was the best character in the show. And next to him, my favorite character is Shinon, or Sinon, whatever you want to call her. I call her Shinon because that's how they pronounced it in the Japanese anime when I was watching it. In English, they pronounce it Sinon. I like Shinon better. But, that's personal preference. But anyway, yeah, Sword Art Online. I'm a big fan of swords. I mean, I even have the Elucidator, which I'll bring that out at some point. It's in one of my earlier videos, like once or twice, I guess. But it's just a really great series. If you guys have not watched it, I recommend it. Like I said, the second half of both series, kind of slow and a little dull. But the first half of both, you are on the edge of your seat at every living second. Holy crap, this anime was awesome. Number 2, this is an anime I knew nothing about. Just the title of it, like I said, I was young, and when I heard about this, I was 14, and I heard the title, and I was like, really? This is a TV show? And it's called Bleach. Guys, I freaking love Bleach. Bleach was the action anime that I had been looking for forever. Because, I know nothing about certain other animes, but Bleach, I love swords, I love action, I love just everything about it. The story was amazing, especially for the first arc. I think the first arc was honestly the best. I liked the rest of it, except for Don Kanoji. Anyone else want to just toss him off a building? But Bleach was really good anime, and it really stuck with me. And I'm still watching it, even though it's over. I'm reading the manga, and even though it's going really slow, I want them to pick up the pace, guys, because it's been going really slow lately, so that's a slight problem. But that's why it makes number 2. Now, the 2 honorable mentions that I have not seen yet, but I know have a lot of popularity, are One Piece and Dragon Ball. Pretty much the entirety of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I've never seen Dragon Ball Z. I really have not seen any of it except for one episode when I was like 4 years old, and the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie, which a friend lent to me. And gotta tell you, from what I know, I don't know too much about Dragon Ball, but I do intend on watching it, so Don't go all crazy on me just because I haven't seen these two anime series yet. I do plan on watching both. I think I might watch One Piece first and then get into Dragon Ball. I don't know. It's up in the air. But, those are my two honorable mentions for the list. I don't know where they're going to end up after I start watching them, but who knows? And now for the absolute number one spot on my anime list, because we've already hit that 20 mark. But Naruto. Naruto. I absolutely adore this series. This is my number one anime series because I love every single freaking second of it. I have the entire first series, and I'm working on building up the Shippuden series. But guys, I love Naruto simply because it has such a great story. It has great characters. I absolutely love practically every second of it. There are moments when I'm just like, come on guys, really? You're gonna do that when something's just really stupid? But, I just love the anime series because it's so great. Honestly, I'm just going to say right now, my favorite character is Sasuke, and right after him, it's Naruto, then it's Gaara, then it's Lee, and then it's Hinata. Those are like my top 5 favorite characters. But, spoiler alert for the end of the Shippuden arc, which will, be at the very end of the Shippuden series. But, when Sasuke, during the final battle, right after the final battle, he admits to Naruto that he lost, it's like, wow, he went humble. He went humble on us. Favorite character, now and forever. I just Hitlered. No, but yeah, Naruto has been a really great series. I've loved every single second of it, and it's had some really impactful moments here. I'm currently reading the Part 3 manga, the Boruto arc, which I think is more focused on Sasuke's daughter, Sarada. So, that's really it, guys. That is my top 10 favorite anime, plus the 2 honorable mentions that, I intend on watching later on. So, what did you guys think of my top 10 anime? What is your top 10 anime? And be sure to leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to follow me on Facebook. That's in the description below. As well as check out my Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm tournament, which I will be posting an episode every day. I hope so, as long as my internet doesn't go down on me again. The first battle is already up. That's Shisui Uchiha versus Obito Uchiha. And, I will be doing 2 different brackets. Ultimate bracket versus Awakening bracket. And the winner of those 2 brackets are going to come together for the Ultimate Ninja Champion. So, there you go. I've been Kedrickson. As always, people, have an awesome day. Peace out. Be sure to hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. I think I already said this, but follow me on Facebook. That's in the description below. And just, I don't know, stay tuned for another video. I don't know what else I'll be having for the upcoming summer lineup. I do intend on getting a Twitch account started, so that's up in the air too. But as I just said, I've been Kedrickson. As always, people, have an awesome day. Peace.